because it's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
That's it, baby. We're going to work. What? Mike 54. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Bang, bang. Reload. Bang, bang. You go take.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Wilson escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3 and out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, what was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that and fast.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
We're going to 53. All day, guys. Check 4.
Now Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
Yes, sir. That's it, baby. We go.
46-yard line. A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
Here we go. Hey, hold on. Get your swerve on. Watch the shit.
They'll try to run for it with Elliott. Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
It's 4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
He's crashed.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The improv on the scramble there gets them 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to them for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, San Francisco.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You ain't going nowhere. Watch the safety.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Mike 54. Too little, tap. Watch out. Friday. Check 26. Check the backer.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line.
Let's go, man.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Here we go, here we go. Go ahead, Nate. Oh, you get on the head. Here we go, going to 53. Shit.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Elliott on first down, going to get about 3. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Keep running.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check 15. What's up right there? Check. Hey, 0.
Here's Coleman. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 7-7, our score after 1.
Let him know. Back. Check. Tighten up.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up the first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Cannon. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
15, 14. Don't get nervous. Wide, get wide.
Once again, they run with Breed on first down. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. On second down now, it's Watson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Push him back.
He can run for it, and he will. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Dante Pettis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Check.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He finds an opening past the 40. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Check, Mike. 54. Mike 54. I'm coming. We're going to 54. Right here. Hey, check 24. We're going to 53. 26.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott sliding out of the pocket. Pass incomplete.
Prescott on the keeper. Thrown away and incomplete.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Exit.
Now Prescott. Open man is Higgins. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott eluding the pressure right. Yeah, he's going to keep it here. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal.
Check 3. Alert 3. Alert 3. 49.
This pass complete to Higgins. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that. Here we go, 47. D-line, get that 26.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 2-yard touchdown grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
18 yards, 1st down Niners.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now Wilson, forced out to his left. He'll run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now on second and 16, Prescott. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. It's caught. Cooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Again, it's Elliott. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Prescott from the gun. Cooper's got it. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. 17 yards on the play there. The Cowboys have a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys are able to regain the lead. Hauschka now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Coleman. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now, there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
3rd and 2. Now Wilson. Buying time to his left. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
On first down, here's Breida. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. They run again with Breida. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
On first down, it's Coleman. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, dude. Check 43. 12.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game. I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Check safety, check safety. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
They'll run on first down. Coleman, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Check 13. Check. 4 down.
They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. The Niners on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Right there.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Prescott to throw it. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
On the return is Pettis. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he's got some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Listen, there'll be casualties at times. We're trying to win again.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. Intended that time for Cooper. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And oh, at the end of it, he stripped. Ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch the shit. Rest in. We're going to 53. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Watch the safety creep. Hey, kill. 47. 26.
Play action now. Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play here for the Cowboys. 51 yards.
Get ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Okay, 47. 26.
Prescott. That one complete. Elliott. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
46.
Here's Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Out to his left. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Here's Wilson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. They go to Elliott again. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for San Francisco, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7 and 3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday afternoon at around 3:30 Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Dallas. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Play on the countertop, don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay, death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Hey. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal when I put my foot on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down. Hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one towel, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope, they ain't thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Now, right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blend it on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from my